So friends, I have told you what kind of results you can expect if Saturn is in various zodiac signs. So in the 10th house, so whatever I have discussed so far, that is mainly regarding Saturn's first aspect, that is what results you can expect if Saturn is in the 10th house itself. So that's what I have discussed or covered so far. So now let us move on to Saturn's next aspect, that is Saturn's second aspect as per Nadi astrology. Okay, so friends, Saturn's second aspect will fall on the 11th house. That means the gains or benefits that you will attain from your profession or work, they will be directly proportional to your hard work. Yes, if you put in hard work, if you make efforts, sincere efforts, then you will see gains in your professional life. You will be able to achieve gains. You will see a rise in your income. Yes, there will be a rise in your income. There will be a rise in your prosperity. So that is what you will see. And also your social network also will improve. Yes, and your relationship with your friends, with people in your social network, they will improve. That will improve, and you will also gain from your social contacts. Yes, and also the relationship with your elder siblings will improve with time. Yes, now if Saturn is not in good dignity, this will happen if Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house. If Saturn is not in good dignity in the 10th house, then you will expect to achieve certain gains, but especially from your business or profession, but you won't be able to attain those gains, because now Saturn is not in good dignity, or because the native is not making sincere efforts. Then it will be difficult for him to see any kind of growth in his profession. That also we can say. And so as a result of that, his relationship with his friends or people in the social network or his elder siblings may not be so good. He may be distanced from them. Then friends, let us go to Saturn's third aspect. This is very important in Nadi astrology from the point of view of your profession. So Saturn's third aspect is falling on the 12th house. So there is a very strong indication that the native may have, his profession may be connected to some foreign land or foreign transaction or foreign connections or foreign company. So his profession may be connected to anything that is foreign. Or maybe he may travel to a foreign land and he may work there. For his profession, he may have to leave his homeland and go to a foreign place. That also we can say. Yes, or friends, the native may work in an asylum, in a mental asylum. He may work there. He may be a psychiatrist there, a doctor there, a counselor there. Or if Saturn is in good dignity, or the native may work in a prison. He may work there. But if Saturn is not in good dignity, then the native, because of his work, whatever he has done, because of his work, or because of some mistake which he had committed in his professional life, he may even have to go to prison for that, if Saturn is not in good dignity in the 10th house. That also we can say. And that may happen because its third aspect is on the 12th house. Now Saturn's third aspect is falling on the 12th house. So Saturn again is the planet of restriction. So 12th house is the house of losses. So Saturn will definitely restrict those losses. Yes, which is a good thing. Will save the native from all kinds of losses. Yes, and third aspect is falling on the 12th house. 12th house is also the house of spirituality. So the native may turn towards spirituality. His profession may be connected to some spiritual path. Yes, or he may attain spiritual knowledge, and which may help him in his profession. That also we can say. So all that we can say, friends. And 12th house is also the house of isolation. So maybe because of his profession, the native may be isolated. Yes, he may isolate himself for the sake of his profession or work. He may have to isolate himself from others, from society, from his family. That also we can say. So now Saturn's fifth aspect will fall on the second house. Fifth aspect is a trinal aspect, which is auspicious. Second house is the house of wealth, also accumulated wealth. So if the native really works hard, with a lot of patience, then definitely he will be able to accumulate wealth over time. After the age of 36, he will be able to amass wealth and wealth or property. And friends, also his relationship, if Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house, then his relationship with his family also will improve. And also, he will, all good results you can expect even from the second house. But if Saturn is not in good dignity, then the native might hurt his family members or close friends with his speech. The native may be in the habit of telling lies. If Saturn is not in good dignity, he may deceive people with his speech. All these things also we can say. The native may, consume things, foodstuff, which is not good for his health. He may be addicted to, maybe non-vegetarian food. He may be addicted to alcohol. If Saturn is not in good dignity in the 10th house. If it is in good dignity, then the native will always, eat food which is healthy for him. Yes. So his food habits also will be good, and he'll be very disciplined, as far as in the matter of food intake, he'll be disciplined. So friends, and he'll be responsible towards his family. And friends, now let us go to Saturn's seventh aspect. Seventh direct mutual aspect will fall on the fourth house of family. Now friends, Saturn is the planet of restriction, lack. Fourth house is also the house of mental peace. So some lack of mental peace, mental happiness, the native may experience. Fourth house is the house of your home environment, your mother. Some problematic relationship with the mother, especially in the early part of life. If Saturn is in good dignity, then definitely the native will become responsible towards his mother later on, after the age of 35. But if Saturn is not in good dignity, then problematic relationship with the mother, even with his family, and also his home environment. There'll be, he will not find mental peace within the home, within his home. So that also we can say. And also if Saturn is not in good dignity, there will be delay in, delay in being able to own his house. That is, in gaining assets or property. Fourth house is also the house of all that. So some delay in gaining his own house, Saturn will cause some delay. If Saturn is in good dignity, then over time he will definitely be able to build his own house. Yes. So all these things we can say. Now friends, let us go to Saturn's, it's falling on the sixth house, Saturn's ninth aspect. Ninth aspect is also a trinal aspect. It is falling on the sixth house. Sixth house is also the house of your daily routine. Yes. So if Saturn is in good dignity, the native will be very disciplined, in his day-to-day life. He will do everything at the right time, at the proper time. Getting up in the morning at the proper time, having, food, doing his work, and then finally going to sleep at the proper time. He'll be very disciplined. Otherwise, and that is why he will also have a sound health. And as a result of that, Saturn will, restrict all his enemies also. Saturn will protect him from all his enemies, from, even loans, and also from diseases. Because he will have a healthy body if he follows a proper daily routine. He also may be interested in service, in social service. Yes, sixth house. He will also do well in his job because he's a very disciplined and organized person. But if Saturn is not in good dignity in the 10th house, then the native may not follow a proper daily routine. And then all negative things of the 6th house, they will trouble him. He may be troubled by his enemies. Yes, as a result of that, he may have to travel to some foreign land, because again Saturn's third aspect is on the 12th house, and problems from the enemies, so he may have to go to some foreign place and hide himself. That also we can say. Yes, so all these problems, he may suffer from some long-term disease if Saturn is not in good dignity in the 10th house, and its ninth aspect is on the 6th house. Then he may have to undergo some medication, and he may have to keep taking medicines over a very long time, because he may suffer from some long-term illness. That also we can say. He may take some loan, and then the loan may continue for many years. Yes, he may find it difficult to repay, because Saturn also shows scarcity or lack. All these problems may be there. That is why the native also always should follow a proper daily routine. So friends, let us go to Saturn's 10th aspect. 10th aspect will fall on the 7th house, very important, the house of your marriage, of your spouse. Now Saturn is aspecting. Saturn is after all the planet also of separation. Saturn is also the planet of impotency. So some problem may be there with the spouse if Saturn is not in good dignity. Yes, your marital life may not be a very happy one. Difference of opinion. Saturn shows, that is some non-attachment also. Non-attachment, separation. So even if you stay with your spouse, obviously in the same house, but then you may be separated from your spouse in some way. Yes, or even you may be physically separated also. If Saturn is afflicted, that also we can say there may be some separation from the spouse, or divorce even. Now, but if Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house, then the spouse is also very mature, very realistic, and very practical, and then the native's marital life is successful in the long run. In the long run, he has a stable and successful marital life. That also we can say. If Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house, then you will gain from your independent business or from your partnership business. Or 7th house is also the house of your profession. If we apply the concept of Bhavat Bhavam according to Parashari Jyotish, then 7th house also is the house of our profession or independent business. So you will gain in your profession, in your independent business. That is, you will rise in your independent business. You will make profits if Saturn is in good dignity. But over time, definitely you have to make sincere efforts, so then you will do well. But if Saturn is not in good dignity, then the native may take some wrong decisions, and the native may experience scarcity of funds, as a result of which he may not be able to do well in his business or profession. That also we can say. Yes, so, and also if Saturn is not in good dignity, the native may not be hardworking. He may be lazy. He may be very critical. Yes, about others. Yes, he may be very judgmental, very critical. He may be pessimistic. So all these things will not allow the native to do well even in his business. So we should look at the dignity of Saturn in the 10th house. Yes, so friends, let us go to Saturn's next aspect, that is quickly, that is Saturn's 11th aspect will fall on the 8th house. So 8th house is also life after marriage. If Saturn is not in good dignity, yes, there will be some problems in even in your sex life or life after your marriage. There may be some problems, yes, which you may have to face. But if Saturn is in good dignity, then you will get along even with your in-laws. Over time, you get along with them. Your in-laws also, they will be very they will be very responsible towards you, and you will also definitely reciprocate, and you will have a stable relationship with your in-laws if Saturn is in good dignity. Otherwise, again, you may be distanced from your in-laws. Yes, there may be problems. Yes, a separation from the in-laws and all. And joint assets, Saturn will cause some delay in enabling you to build your own joint assets with your spouse after marriage. You will be able to make your own assets, but there will be some delay in the matter. Yes, but if you keep on making efforts, then definitely you will be able to build your assets over time, especially after the age of 36. Then also we can say that Saturn will cause delay in, you know, helping you to inherit some family property. So inheritance, you definitely will gain that inheritance, but there will be some delay. Later on you will gain that inheritance, maybe after the age of 35 or 36. That also, but then Saturn's aspect is there, 11th aspect is there on the 8th house. So all the negative things of the 8th house, no, sudden losses, accidents, all these things Saturn will delay. Even death, it can also, if it is in good dignity, it can also provide the native with a long life. It can also bless the native with longevity. So friends, negative things of the 8th house also will be now restricted by Saturn. So now friends, let us go to Saturn's 12th aspect, last aspect, which is falling on the 9th house. So 9th house is again the house of the father. Saturn's 12th aspect is there. So if Saturn is not in good dignity in the 10th house, then a problematic relationship with the father will be there. And you may not even have, you know, the willingness to even look after your father, which is actually not good for you, because Saturn will not give good results then. The native should be responsible and dutiful towards his father, and no matter how Saturn is placed in the 10th house. But if Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house, then it is seen that even the father is somebody who will be very, you know, disciplined, and who will be very organized and hardworking. And the native also will turn very responsible towards his father, especially after the age of 30 or 35. He will be very dutiful towards his father. Then fortune, some delay in attaining good fortune in life. So the obstacles will come, you will have to overcome them. But if Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house, you will overcome those obstacles and you will attain good fortune after the age of 36. But if Saturn is not in good dignity, and if the native is not hardworking or is not disciplined, then definitely it will be very difficult for him to attain good fortune or luck. That also we can say. So such a native may not even believe in God. He may not, you know, he may be skeptical about his own religious faith. Yes, he may not even respect his own teachers or gurus. That also may be there. But if Saturn is in good dignity in the 9th house, then definitely the native, you know, if it is in good dignity in the 10th house, then the native will also, you know, have a lot of respect even for his teachers. Yes. And he will also definitely, he will follow the path of duty and dharma. That is, he will not believe in the elaborate rituals and in any religion. Yes, all those elaborate rituals, he may not believe in them, but he will definitely believe in serving humanity. He will also be kind to animals. He will serve the poor, the unprivileged, the weak, the sick, yes, the old. He will serve them. Yes, he will believe in service to humanity. If Saturn is in good dignity in the 10th house, because then it is casting its 12th aspect on the 9th house. So he will, you know, be even, you know, that will be his, you know, serving others, serving the weak and unprivileged. You know, that will be his religion. Yes, he will consider, you know, that service to man is service to God, as Swami Vivekananda said, serve man, serve God. Yes, so he will believe in that philosophy. If Saturn is also in good dignity in the 10th house, yes, he will believe in social service also. So friends, we need to look at the dignity of the 10th house, and if Saturn is in the 10th house, Saturn can sit there and it will cast its full aspect on the 10th house, and also it will cast its aspects on various other houses and influence various other areas of our life. Yes friends, so I have, you know, discussed all that. So that's all for today. Do subscribe to my channel and share this video. Thank you so much.